Right, Season 9 in the books. What can I say about it? Start off, obviously, they came in with the massive patch, increasing hitboxes. Or was it projectile sizes, not hitbox? But it works out to be the same thing. And then increasing everyone's health to compensate, whilst not increasing healing. So the overall nerf to healing, putting in the DPS passive at 20%, which did eventually get nerfed to 15%. Very fun season. Very, very good season. It's the first season in a long time, I feel like, as Overwatch. Devs for sure had a handle on where they wanted to take the game and what the next step was going to be. And I think it's paid off. I think everyone's delighted generally the way it's gone. I know a few people are a bit snooty about the projectile sizes, saying it's very easy to aim now. Well, fair play to them if they could aim before. But for me, I just think it makes a much more pleasant experience. Big area to work on, I'd say, for the devs is the new player experience. I can see how that's absolutely miserable. Try to play with someone who hadn't played before, and it's just very, very hard to see how anyone could want to keep playing a game with so many people who are obviously smurfs, as well as have a huge information advantage. This is just a random game, by the way. I just thought let's put this on the background. It's a Season 9 game from the tail end of it. I played pretty well. It's pretty typical, actually, of how my season, I think, went. Putting in good damage stats, but maybe I could have done more for the team. I feel like there's something I could have done, but it is what it is. It is what it is. In the end, again, Season 9. For me, it was when I approached Season 9, I very much set out the goal with being like, okay, you were Plat 2 Season 7 or Plat 1 Season 7. Season 8, I moved to the other side of the world, from the UK to Australia. Didn't play very much until the tail end of it, so I was a bit out of practice. Was quite happy just to drop down a couple of ranks. I think I went down to Plat 4. It might have even been Gold 2, actually. Anyway, what I thought to myself is I've got the quality. I know I can get back to high Plat. It wasn't that hard to do it in the first place. So let's get this season going. Let's just master the games, play as much as I possibly can, and I tried to stick with Sojourn as much as possible for the first 70 hours or so, which is exactly what I did. And whilst I felt like I was making huge improvements in my gameplay, I was dead wrong. It was way harder than I thought. Way harder than I thought to get anything done. So, yeah, pretty upset about that, really. Well, not hugely upset. I mean, again, my goal was to get shot up back to the high platinum, but it was really just a sort of a de-rusting, a warm-up season, a loosening up. I will be heading back to the UK in 2 weeks and linking up with my duo partner then. I'm very keen to see if I can push the ranks way up. I mean, I did make life harder than it needed to be. Didn't want to go in comms. I just felt like I wanted to focus purely on the mechanical side of things, which is exactly what I did. Made some very, very good improvements in my aim, learned a lot about how my aim works. You know, changed a lot of things to do with my gear and how I set that up. Made a few sensitivity changes, fiddled around with things. It was a lot of, like, I don't want to say soul searching, because that's a bit naff, but basically Overwatch soul surfing. Soul surfing? Soul searching. And I think it's going to be beneficial in the long run, but I absolutely would have preferred to be at a higher rank. In my head, I thought this was going to be high plat, low diamond, no problem at all. And in the end, I actually finished... well, this game, I think, is one of the last games I play. And I just, unfortunately, dip into Gold 1 as I finish up the season, which is definitely not what I would have wanted. I definitely would have wanted to be higher up. I definitely would have wanted to be... you know, I think if you told me at the beginning of the season I'd be in Gold, I'd have laughed. I really would have just said there's no possible way. But it happened. I'm not as good as I think I am, clearly. And there's work to be done, so that's okay, you know. I guess if I get to the point where there's no improvement to be made from my play, that would be quite depressing. So there's a silver lining there. But I can see what I can work on. There's a lot of things, particularly my positioning. I think while it's improved, I still have the habit of losing my, you know, getting a bit too aggressive with my positioning just to try and give myself the best chance of landing a shot, which is great. But then if you miss your shot and you die, what I have been doing is incorrectly blaming my aim, which, you know, yeah, absolutely, if I landed the shot, I wouldn't have died, fine. But you're not going to land every shot, so I could have played safer, I could have been further back, and I could have taken a quite comfortable, you know, a more comfortable fight, and like that's a good example right there. I should have had the sense to back off. But there we are. Yeah, I think if you take a more comfortable fight and you slow it down, as I've sort of started doing, it can be a lot more beneficial for the team as a whole. Am I going to walk in that trap? No. Yeah. Yes, I am. Anyway, it's yeah, it was a mixed season, as I say. Lots to be positive about, but a lot of time on Sojourn, a lot of time on Cass. I even tried Tracer for a long time, but I must say, not my boy, not my girl even. I still try and play Tracer now and then. It's just not the one. So where does that leave me for season 9? I think overall, again, good. I think good, not great. I think I'll take it. I don't think I'll be too upset. I think I'll take the improvements I've made. I think I've set myself up nicely in terms of my mechanics. I think once I get comms on, once I get my duo partner, I think it's going to be a lot easier to climb. So from there, I'm expecting a bit of a push up. But one thing's for sure is that if I have a bad season 10, I don't know where I'm going to go from there. That's going to be a challenging one to really recalibrate from. So in terms of what I'm going to work on, I think, again, like I say, positioning. Characters I'm going to work on, I keep limiting myself to the hit scans. I'm not sure if that's always the best idea. Obviously, Venture is now out. They seem quite strong. They seem quite hard to deal with in the right circumstances. So that's something I might have to figure out. I've been looking at Echo longingly for about, I don't know, 3 months, then keep thinking to myself, this is a fantastic character. Here's a character I want to learn more of. While I do like Tracer, the amount of times I'll be playing Tracer and you know, like I just find every single one of her matchups is a losing one for me, which is quite silly, but there you have it. I mean, surely that means to me I shouldn't be playing that character, but do I stop? No, never. I'll keep playing that character, you know. I imagine till the day I quit Overwatch, never being very good at them. That's okay. That is okay. I'm just looking at this game now. My god, did the other DPS have a bad game? I don't remember this that well. Bit late with this season 9 review, obviously, but oh, you gotta finish that, bro. Okay, he did get killed. So, yeah, I just think, what do I need to change? I think is the question. You know, how do I get out of gold? I think obviously comms is a big one. A duo partner, another good one. Outside of that, yeah, I'm not too sure what I can change to improve. I'll keep watching my games back. I'll keep trying to do these vids because it's fun to be able to talk over them and see playback and make adjustments. I mean, this game, I did say I think I could have been doing more for the team. Maybe not. I'm pretty happy with this performance, watching it. I think, yeah, okay, positioning better. My awareness of Zai's effective range definitely could be better. I should be backing up here. Like, where am I? I'm in the middle of no man's land. My nearest piece of cover is a good 4-second walk away. Finally go for it now. Not where I should be. Get heal up. And then I move to the other side. Yeah, this is straight up poor positioning. But luckily the aim's good. So, you know, the aim's the easy. The aim's the... is the aim the easy part, or is the positioning the easy part? I think the positioning's the easy part. The aim's the hard part. Who knows at this stage? Anyway, feel confident in my mechanical skill in terms of aiming. And, you know, with a lesser extent. Is there any other mechanics? No, I guess it's just aiming. So it's just going to be about putting it all together. I know that... I think it was a Shroud that tried to pick the game up, and despite having god tier mechanics, could only get in platinum. So, you know, this game clearly isn't just about having good aim or being able to hit your combos. Again, terrible positioning. Terrible positioning. Not the best positioning. So there's still work to be done, But good platform. Will I don't think I'll approach another season the same way I did this, which was essentially, you know, comms off, massing games, very little thought, just trying to focus on personal aim improvement, and less sort of overall improvement. I think I'm now going to have to focus more on the holistic picture and get myself up. So, end of season 9, gold 1, not where I want to be, but some good improvements regardless. So let's see how season 10 goes.